to prove to yourself that what you believe is absolutely accurate. Who know what I'm talking about? You may not even know what you believe, but you can look at your life and your behavior and say, something must be wrong with me, that I keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Something must be wrong with me. You know, for me, it was always relationships. I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but in St. Louis, they got issues. You know, this is what I love. I love when people write me about their relationships. I'll be reading a letter and I say, boo, don't you know I've been divorced 3 times? Why are you writing me? This is not going to turn out well for you. It is not going to turn out well for you. Asking me what to do about your marriage. I've been divorced 3 times, twice from the same person. Because I didn't know I mattered. Just crazy as hell. Do you know you can inherit crazy? You inherit crazy. You think crazy, you talk crazy. Some people even walk crazy. And then people be like, what's wrong with her? She crazy. But it's not until we understand that we matter. Who we are matters. What we do matters. How we do it matters. And therefore, we have to take responsibility for everything that's going on in our life. I know. I know the crazy people set you up, but it was a divine setup to give you what you needed in order to grow beyond where you were. You matter. What you think matters. What you think matters. Mind is energy. Every thought creates energy. And energy, once created, can never be destroyed. It can be transformed, but it cannot be destroyed. So every thought you have is lingering around somewhere in your mind. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had an argument in your head with yourself? And lost? Yeah, you can't do that. Yes, I can. No, you can't. I'm telling you, you can't do that because you got to. Well, why are you telling me that? I'm telling you that because I love you, because I want you to. Ain't nobody in your head but you. Now, if you can't win in your own head, what are your chances out in the world? You matter. Therefore, what you think matters. And you've got to be clear about separating what you think from what you've been told to think. I learned that about okra. I don't like okra. I just don't. Okra had never crossed my lips, but I didn't like okra because my mother told me okra's nasty. And you always believe your mama until she tell you that the boy you brought home ain't good for you. Now you don't believe her then. But when it come to okra, you believe her. So when I was in college and my kids were young, my neighbor used to look in on them sometimes when I had to go to class. And so one night, Miss Fountain, her name was Jessie Fountain, she lived right across the hall from me. One night she cooked and she brought this food over. And I don't know, the kids left me some because usually they didn't leave me anything. Isn't that how them little terrible buggers do you? You cook all day and they get in the kitchen and you come back and there's a greasy paper towel and a crumb. All right, we won't have that conversation. That's another lecture. So Miss Fountain cooked this dish of stuff, and there was a little bit of it, maybe 2 tablespoons left in the bowl. And so I came home and I I ate it. I was like, what is this? This is food of the gods. I love this. What is it? So I went next door and I knocked on Miss Fountain's door. Miss Fountain, what is this? She said, okra and butter beans. I said, okra? It can't be no okra because I don't like okra. She said, well, that's what it is. Okra and butter beans with a little bacon. Miss Fountain, I don't eat pork. She said, well, it's okra. I simmer the butter beans down with a little bacon, and I put it in there, and then I put the okra on top so they just remain nice and crunchy. We have to check out what we're thinking about what we can and cannot do. Is it your thought, or is it a thought that was given to you?